Well, when I first met you, Todd, about close to 10 years ago, a decade ago, I was with Coldwell Banker. I was a solo agent, got my license in 2007. I work 7 days a week, 14, 15 hours a day, right? So I do everything my broker asked me to do. And my biggest aha moments, meaning like, hey, something has to change, is because I work hard 7 days a week, but then I don't have time to be with my wife when she gave birth to our first son, right? So my first, I still remember, Todd, here, my first baby born at UCLA Medical Center, and then my phone is like ringing off the hook. I have to go to my listing, open up the doors because the agents, like, they don't know how to open the super key. So that's when I was trying to figure out there's got to be a different way of doing this. Like, I cannot be the only one running around looking for clients, doing all these deals. Like how can it be? And I remember, Todd, back then in 2007 when I was with with Coldwell Banker, that was first time I got my license. I was netting about 100,000 a year. Looks good. In fact, they invited me to a top producers panel. But I remember, as a top producers, anybody who gross commission income 100,000, you guys know, like, man, I barely have enough money to stable living because the expense is really, really high. So number one, I have no time, and I barely have enough money to for my young family. So that's when I first met you, and then you introduced the team model, and well, then now everything changed. Last year, over the past couple of years, sold about 400 or 500 homes, and like you said at the beginning, Todd, all this is done. I remember when I first met Todd. This is what you said, Todd. How can you be good at something without you actually doing it? Absolutely. And you guys, you have to pay the price today so you can pay any price tomorrow. That's basically, that's what you're saying. I'm willing to make that sacrifice when I first met with you about 8, 9, 10 years ago, pay the price at that time so in the future we can pay any price.
Okay, so Nathan, very similar story. All right. But give us a little bit of your background so that we can gain some perspective and recognize that you're someone I should probably be taking your business advice from.
Sure, yeah. So I got into the business at the ripe old age of 20. And this was kind of one of the careers I never thought I'd find myself in. I saw my father do it my whole entire life there. And I said, well, this is the last thing I ever want to do, because I would see him. He was quite successful as I was growing up, but he wasn't able to make it to the baseball game and stuff like that. I really valued my time. So I never thought I'd do real estate. So fast forward, and also I find myself doing real estate at 20 years old. So I got licensed, started learning how to do real estate, watching what he was doing. But by that time, he was 35 years into his career. He had a good base already set up. His last prospecting stuff was knocking doors. So I went to knocking doors. And that was post 9/11. So if you ever knocked on anybody's doors post 9/11, you almost get shot now. So that was me getting into real estate. I did that, and I actually was pretty successful. I started doing about 20 deals, 25 deals from, taking open houses from agents and just doing their open houses. But this was back in 2003, 2004. So many of you here was in the market then. That was a pretty hot market, like it is now. Like a monkey with wings could sell real estate, and I was that monkey. Fast forward though, I was 20, 21 years old. I was working 80 hours a week, and even selling 20, 25 houses after the splits and everything else. Yeah, you make it 6 figures, but what you take home after taxes, and you do the math, how many hours you put into it, it's pretty good income for 20, but it's not pretty good income when you hit 30 or 40. So it was very tough to live by and trying to build a business. Fast forward a couple of years, I started realizing that, and then we hit the recession. And, that's really where I had to learn how to do things a little different. It was a tough time then to be able to get by. So I went from selling 25 houses to this year over 500 houses on our team in this team system that I've been taught. So it's a little bit of a change from 20, 25 houses to 500.
Hitting a certain target or a number, like an income number, is a result of what for you?
Well, it's our core values. I think if I understand what you're asking the question correctly, is how do we come across what our net income wants to be or our goals, Todd?
First thing that pops in your head, buddy.
The number of people we want to help, the number of people's lives we want to impact and build quality lives.
And this is what I think you both discovered, right, Rudy? You discovered somewhere along the way that your quote real estate business is not about you or for you. It's really for others. Talk about that.
Yeah, like exactly what you said, Charles. So in 2007, when I first got my license, I told you my story. The problem in that business, the traditional model is that you can work hard. Like I work hard 7 days a week, and I know I don't even have time and money. Like what's wrong with that model, right? So that's when I was in search for a different model. When I first run this team model, the whole idea is obviously just to have time and money for my family. But then I realized later on, Todd, the only way for me to have time and money for my family, the only way is to help other people get what they want, right? Because the way the team system is set up is that I need to help, and we need to have other people in the team. Then that's the genesis of, that's the beginning of the team model.
So real estate agents are programmed to sell real estate, but your team, Nathan, actually sells lifestyle change. Like you help people elevate their lives. Did I get it right?
Yes, yeah. Building quality lives is what we say, but yeah, elevating their life. We believe that everything that we do is surrounds about building quality lives, both on the team, with our clients, and with the community.
Nathan, how much money did you give away over the last 12 months to worthy causes, and who were they, and why do you do that?
We've raised over $70,000 for Hasbro Children's Hospital this year. That's not including personal donations that we make to other organizations. Over the years, we've raised well over $100,000 to Hasbro over the years of donations. We give a portion of our sales, as you know, Todd, to them, but then we also raise money on other avenues from our golf tournaments. We also do a radiothon with them. That raised over $400,000 with it. So we've raised quite a bit of money for Hasbro. In fact, they're naming a part of the hospital after us.
So, all right, Nathan, I got it. Rudy, tell me about Worthy Cause, why it's a big deal, and if your customers even really care about it. I thought they just wanted to buy or sell a house.
Yeah, before I get into that, Todd, you mentioned something that's really important, you guys. Todd said that either you join an existing team or build your own team. And the reason that's important is because as technology becoming more and more advanced, Todd, as technology becoming more advanced, when I first get my license in 2007, we used to just emailing homes. Right now, the client's already seen the house online. So all of this, so if what you do, if the machine can do what you do, then you will be replaced by the machine. You are just a commodity. So right now, as Todd, you are talking about what our business, our team does for the community, that's another thing. The team model is very successful, not because we can offer what the machine cannot do, but now we bring in the humanity. So for example, over the last 12 months, my team and I, we partner up with Children's Hospital Los Angeles. We partner up with communities in Indonesia, in India. Right now, in the middle of this coronavirus, do you know, people outside the United States, outside North America, they've not been working for the past 9 months. These people, they have no money. So you notice that there's a correlation between people are committing suicide, basically, right? So what happened is that in our business, we partner up with people in different parts of the world. We teach them how to farm. You know, we call it sad farming. So we teach them how to farm so they can feed themselves while they lost their job. So over the last 12 months, we literally helped over 3,000 families in Philippines. Just last week, the whole country got into a typhoon. But my point is this: without businesses like this, right? So without businesses like this, it will be impossible, because the reason most agents are struggling, Todd, when I was in 2007, when I was a solo agent, it's all about me, right? When I'm just trying to make a living just for me, I'm just trying to feed my family. Now the you like God punish when it's like when I'm selfish, when it's all about me, then obviously everything becoming limited. But when you design your business for others,
Mhm.
man, the more you give it away, then people are coming in. Of course, the clients, the consumers, the buyers and sellers. Why would they do business with people like us or Nathan or your team, your Home So Guaranteed in Atlanta? Because you bring the humanity. The machine cannot do what you do. Like you are showing homes that they are not available online, for example. And then in addition to it, when I do business with you, now I make a difference in people's life. Things like that, the machine cannot take away from us. So that's why the team model here, either you build your own team or you join an existing team, it's really, really important, especially as technology becoming more and more and more advanced.
Now, Rudy, I asked you the question of contributions back to worthy causes. Okay, so over the last 12 months, how much money have you given away and why have you done it?
Over 100,000 to multiple organizations. And why is because that's how our business is. Well, first of all, when I first get started, I made a promise that I think I never told you this, but 8 years ago when I met you, I made a promise that hey, basically I was praying to myself, God, if you show me how to do this, and then we'll have many other people to do the same thing. Number one, but number two, the way you teach the system here is that this is part of our business model. So for every person, it's part of our referral marketing system. In the past, I don't have a system for referrals, right? So now we are on. So right now, basically, part of our referral marketing system is that for every person that refer a business to our Team Talk, we take a portion of our income for either Children's Hospital in Los Angeles or to build school in Indonesia, in India, in many different parts of the world. So we make our business into a bigger vision. There's a bigger cost when people.
Yeah, I got it. So you're just bringing your clients along for the ride. You're giving them the opportunity to participate in something bigger than just their home purchase or sell. That is a unique selling proposition, by the way. Why? And a reason why to do business with you over and above anybody else. So I got it, and that's part of the. But look, you're not just donating money to a worthy cause on referrals. You do it on every transaction, I believe.
Yes, every time we sell a house, every time, every closing. So everybody who work here, they know we are not here just to buy and sell a house. Every home buyers and sellers who do business with us, they know we are on a mission, right? It's not just beyond transactional.
All right, let me get back to Nathan, because Nathan, you said something earlier about this thing of core values, value alignment. So I don't want to put words in your mouth, but there's this law. It's a real universal truth, this law of sowing and reaping. And so there's a belief here for all of the Your Home Sold Guaranteed Realty agents and broker owners. And the belief is that whatever you want more of, give it away. So if you want more money, give more of it away. If you want more time, go invest your time into others. Okay. If you want more love, go love more people deeper. So it's a law of sowing and reaping. And Nathan, it is a real thing. Am I right?
Absolutely, I love that. You added a couple more that I haven't heard, but it's absolutely true. The same hole that you give through is the same hole that you receive through.